So back in March of this year, I published the first chapter of my webcomic that I've been developing for a while. I've had these characters since I was in middle school, so I wanted to make a story with them, and their plot has changed so much, so I decided to bite the bullet and make a webcomic. One of the main struggles I found in making a webcomic is how I style my characters. The characters go to a Japanese high school, so they wear a uniform, but outside of the school, what would they wear? So I decided to tackle that in this video and style some outfits for my OCs. I'll only be doing 2 characters, but I have a whole cast of characters, so if this video goes well, maybe I'll make some more. So starting off with our main character, her name is Haruta Terumi. She's from the countryside of Japan, and she moves to Tokyo when a big accident happens, which I'll just spoil it. It's kind of implied in the first chapter. She tries to take her own life because of bullying. So before the main plot of the comic starts, she goes to an all-girls school and she has issues with bullying. She's never really had a friend group before the time the main kind of plot starts. So she has issues with maintaining relationships, whether they be platonic or romantic. She has issues with understanding her feelings and other people's feelings about her, but she actually has the incline to help people, whether they be mean or nice to her, which can be a blessing and a curse for her. So more kind of lore about Haruta before I talk about what I'm actually drawing. She comes from a line of shaman, so her grandma is a shaman. Her mom is not a shaman, though she does have the power to enter people's dreams. So at the end of chapter 1, we get an exposition kind of dump where the first daughters born into the line of Haruta's family always have the power to enter people's dreams. So her mom was the first daughter that her grandma had, so she has the power. The grandma was the first daughter from her parents, so she has the power to enter people's dreams. And Haruta is an only child, so she has the power to enter people's dreams as well. Her mom never used her powers for reasons I'll explain in the story, but Haruta, she recently finds out that she has the power, and during the comic she does use her powers to help people and kind of navigate the story. Okay, so now what I'm actually drawing on screen. I always established Haruta with kind of light jean style, so you can see her in her original reference in the corner. She always has that overall dress on with the light jean color. I wanted to kind of establish that in her new spring-summer outfit, but something kind of more flowy, not really tight on her. She does have issues with her body. A lot of her issues kind of are projected from what I experienced in high school. So she's a lot like me, so I kind of dressed her a lot like me. I feel like a lot of webtoon artists or people with OCs have that one character that they project onto, and Haruta is basically my daughter, so I kind of project onto her. But I wanted to give her a kind of a flowy outfit, kind of not like a form-fitting outfit. And also you can see that in her kind of fall and winter outfit, where she kind of wears baggy clothes. She wears a sweater, and she kind of wears shorts. She does show her legs, which she's fine with. But she kind of wears socks and tights underneath. Also, I know it's late into the video, but I wanted to apologize about the quality of the speed paint. I just started recording on Procreate, so I didn't know what settings I should use, and of course I used the wrong settings, and I was already halfway through rendering, so the rendering kind of looks bad and pixely, but you'll see the completed product. So more about Haruta. Her main color is green. As you can see, her hair is bright green, and that kind of ties into the aspect of her being a Persona fan character. So I was really hung on making my own Persona 6, And in the Persona fandom, everyone theorizes that Persona 6 will be green because Persona 5 is red, Persona 3 is blue, Persona 4 is yellow, usually have a main color, and everyone's thinking, oh, Persona 3 or Persona 6 is going to be green. So I made Haruta's hair green because the MC in Persona 3 has blue hair, and I was like, okay, I'll just make my MC have green hair. Boom, that establishes having the green in Persona 6. I had them as Persona characters, they had their own personas, they had their own palaces and everything. And then I kind of steered away from that, kind of made their own universe. It was called Altiverse. So they had their own fantasy aspect, but still had that kind of like summoning persona thing. And then I totally scrapped it. And I was like, I don't want to do a fantasy kind of thing anymore. I just want them to be normal high schoolers. I think I really made a good decision with them just being normal high schoolers, because I really like series like Skip and Loafer, Horimiya, and those are just great high school romances, and just young love makes me so happy. So I just wanted to make Haruta and Ikenna, who I'm going to draw next, just like have a great relationship and just have that connection and just have that slow burn kind of romance that I really love. Of course, there's turbulence and people will try to break them up and there's issues, and that ties into kind of Haruta's powers and how she acts, but everything in the end will turn out okay. So now it's time for our second character and our second lead in the comic, and his name is Ikenna Yamasaki. He is one of the most popular boys at the school that Haruta goes to, and that makes him kind of hard to approach, but Ikenna finds himself easily being able to talk to Haruta and connecting with her. I found it easier to approach Ikenna's outfits more than Haruta's outfits, only because I think I have a easier time with drawing male outfits because of how easy they can be. Ikenna's style is really easy to pinpoint for me. I kind of keep him in the warm color zone instead of the cool color zone. His main color is orange. He's represented by orange. So I kind of keep him in that yellow, orange, red zone. Also, sorry about how stuffy I kind of sound in the background noise. This is a different day I'm recording. And my allergies are really bad in the fall for some reason. So I apologize. So some backstory about Ikenna. He grew up in Hawaii. He is actually Blasian, so he's half black, half Asian. His mom is Japanese and his dad is black. So he grew up in Hawaii and he is bilingual, so he knows how to speak fluent English and fluent Japanese. His parents got divorced when he was really young, so he moved to Japan with his mom, and his mom really does not favor him. He tries to lead a good life, but of course he has mental struggles. Of course, when your mom does not like you, you have to make your own parental figure out of yourself. So he has to take care of himself, and he has to really find an environment that is warm and welcoming to him, and that's his school. So because of his personality and his looks, he has become one of the most popular people in the school that the characters attend in the comic. He probably is the most popular character in the school. I don't know why I said there's more people, but yeah, so he's often the subject of confessions, after school confessions, and girls flocking around him and stuff. So he doesn't really have a lot of solid friends, but he is well known. Because of his easygoing nature and his very kind personality, I put him in sort of baggy clothes, but I just wanted to make him look very warm, but also very mature for his age. So he wears, a lot of times in the comic, you see him wearing a collared shirt, or you see him wearing kind of loafers, or looking very, not proper, but looking very mature. So I wanted to keep his looks and his personality kind of intertwined into how he dresses. So when I was developing Haruta and Ikenna and all the characters I was making back in 2019, 2018, like I said, they all have a main color. I kind of like having this aspect in characters where they're kind of color-coded because it makes it easy for me to design outfits for them. I know what color each character is, so they would wear that color. I find it hard to talk in this segment only because I don't want to really spoil anything about how ikenna ties into the plot, especially with his dreamscape and how Haruta and him interact. But it's really hard for me not to spoil because I totally did just spoil his backstory, which was supposed to be realized in the comic. But I think it's detrimental to know his backstory because of how he acts and how his personality is. So now what's going on the screen, as you can see, I kind of had some issues with the rendering of ikenna's pants, and you can see that in his fall outfit and his winter outfit. Usually I would be drawing at work because I would have so much downtime at work, so the rendering would look really, really bad, but I would go home and kind of touch it up so it looked better later. But the lighting at my work is so bad, so I couldn't really see my iPad, so I was kind of just throwing down colors, but it came together in the end. Overall, I'm really proud with these outfits, and I really think I captured ikenna's personality and his style in these outfits, and he just looks so cute. Ikenna is so fun to draw, and he's just such a great character, and he's so lovable, and I just love him so much. I love my characters so much. Sorry, I've just been rambling this whole video. And here they are, the finished drawings. Thank you guys so much for sitting through this video if you have, or just checking out the video. I know this is different from my old content, but I want to start making art content, especially content of how to make a webtoon and how to make a comic and how you would go about doing that. So if that interests you, just let me know, and thank you guys so much. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. I haven't said that in so long, it's so weird. Yeah, so like and subscribe, I guess, I don't know. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later maybe.